League Grand Final, well, for the results, is tomorrow, one day away. And although I was supposed to do this video a few days ago, but I never got the chance to, we're going to go through my predictions on who I think was going to win America's Got Talent for Fantasy League. And so we'll go through that right now. So before we go into anything, please make sure you like, you subscribe, with post notifications turned on. And with that being said, I think we should just get straight into it. So, what was I gonna say? Anyway, so it's been a really busy week for me as I've done loads of stuff with other stuff, and we had the Masked Singer UK Grand Final, and Piranha won, and it was Jones, and I'm so happy, honestly. I'm just so happy Danny won last night. I just think he's one of the best singers to ever be on the Masked Singer UK. I think even Rita said it herself. And speaking of Rita, she will be on the Masked Singer panel for season 11 of the Masked Singer. So I'm very excited for that because, to be honest with you, she's my celebrity crush. To be honest with you, I have a huge crush on Rita Ora. I'm just saying that now. Don't want to, I just want to get it off my chest. But also, and Bigfoot, Big Alex Brooker, which, to be honest with you, but by week 2 of his performance, I knew it was him, and I mean to see him make it all the way to second place is something I was not expecting, because I think it should have been Lamar, aka Cricket, who I thought was Simon Webb, and I was very kicking myself because I knew it was Lamar when everyone was saying it. So but I was close. I was close. But yeah, it's been a hectic week, but let's not talk about the Masked Singer because we're talking about the America's Got Talent Fantasy League finale. So tomorrow is the results of Fantasy League, where last Monday we had the actual final, where I loved all the acts. I've yet to do my ranking on it, which I will get to probably very soon, definitely before the and then after that we've just had to wait until Britain's Got Talent comes back for 2024, which I'm definitely doing more videos on, everything about it, making predictions. Hopefully we get at least one. I'm hoping to get all the way to the end. But let's not talk about that. So let's just go into who we had performing last week. So we had Billy and Emily England, the Ramadani Brothers, Sophie Dotti, the Sainted Track Choir, which I must say have really, really grown on me, I must say. Aidan Bryant, Cody Lee, the Pack Drumline, Musa Mofa, The Unbeatable, and Shadow Ace. Now, looking at the finals, it was pretty obvious who I thought was going to be in the final. Ramadani Brothers, Sophie Dossey, The Unbeatable, Musa Mofa. Aidan Bryant, Cody Lee, I saw them coming, and I'm not surprised they didn't make it through. And Shadow Ace really got his redemption, this time around, because everyone was so devastated he didn't get to the final in season 18 over Arnold de Guzman, who was, who everyone wasn't a huge fan of. I mean, I wasn't a huge fan of, but I still think she robbed Roland Abante, who I definitely think should have made it to the final, over her. I'm sorry, I have to say that now. But no hate towards any contestant at all. But what makes it funny, because he was up against Adrian Hurricane, who won season 18, and so he was. And I thought it was going to be Adrian Hurricane moving forward because of, they're going to have another winner. They could potentially win it again, as they were the dark horse in season 18, and but no, Shadow Ace actually got his redemption this time. So it's really nice to see Shadow Ace get some redemption after everybody was upset that he didn't go through the first time. So yeah, I'm very happy about that. So we're going to go through, so as normal in AGT, they have a top 5, 5th, 4th, 3rd, 2nd, 1st, and we're going to go through who I think will be in the top 5. So as always, it's in no particular order. So my predictions who I think will be in the top 5 for tomorrow's results are Sophie Dossey, the Sainted Track Choir, the Musa Mofa, the Ramadani Brothers, and the Pack Drumline. So I think I could be maybe wrong on maybe 3 of them, maybe 2 or 3 of them, but I'm pretty sure maybe the Ramadani Brothers and Musa Mofa definitely be in the top 5. The pack drum line I was thinking about, but I definitely think they have, like, which I'll get into later in this, a little bit later in this video, that they've been given the Dark Horse edit. So, but let's just, this is what I'm thinking the top three could be. I think I would put Aiden in it, but he's already won All Stars and he came second to Dustin Devella on season 16, which, to be honest with you, although I wasn't I know people are going to butcher me for this. About Dustin, so I understand why Dustin won, but I wouldn't have chosen Dustin to win, if that makes sense. Like, I understand why he won, but I don't think he should have won, if that makes sense. Well, I think it should have been Aiden. No offense to Dustin, but I'm just saying that now before people come. I'm just saying that now. I know people are going to be butchering me for saying that, because I know I'm not a huge amount of people are the biggest fans of Dustin, and that's perfectly fine. Talent is subjective, and everyone's allowed their opinions, of course. But this is what I'm thinking about. What I think will be in the top five. This could honestly, again, this could change. I could be completely wrong. But let's just get into who I think will be. So I think So fifth place. So who I think will be fifth place, and the person who I think will be in fifth place has really grown on me as an act from when they made it to AGT last time, and they've really impressed me so much. And their rendition of their performance absolutely blew the roof off to me when I was to me saying, "Wow!" I honestly didn't. They've grown on me, but I don't think it'll be enough for them to make it to pass that, which could be interesting. But I think the fifth place for AGT Fantasy League will be the Sainted Trap Choir. Apologies for the blurriness. I had bad quality, I guess. But I'm probably the only person who thinks they could actually be in the top five, but I don't see them going much further, because I think, while I love choirs, I personally like choirs, and a minority of people aren't a huge fan. So choirs like the Detroit Youth Choir, the Mazanza Youth Choir, although to be honest, I do like the Mazanza Youth Choir. I love the tribute to Nightbird. But I can definitely see them making it a little bit maybe further up the end, maybe second, fifth, fourth, or third, maybe. But I'm gonna say fifth for now, because I think the talent, for my prediction, are so high, but I think I think they could surprise us. To be honest with you, I will say that. Now, okay, it's checking because it's checking. My fourth place prediction. Now, I must say this person gave their best act, I think, performance they've ever given on America's Got Talent, because I think I've been a huge fan of this act since they auditioned a few years ago, but I just don't know if it'll be enough to win. But I wouldn't be surprised if they did win. So my fourth place prediction is Sophie Dossie. Again, Sophie is a phenomenal act, and a golden, to me, that her performance a few weeks ago, to me, was worthy of a golden buzzer. Like, in my opinion, this is what we should be giving the golden buzzer to. To proper, raw talent like she has. Now, of course, the golden buzzer can give out to it doesn't upset me that the golden buzzer is given out to singers. No, it's not. I'm not angry about that. It's just that I think singers get the golden buzzer too much, and I think it's a little bit boring in a way. So, like, an act like Sophie Dossie so when she got the golden buzzer, I thought it was a completely deserving golden buzzer, and an act that I think deserves a golden buzzer in a way. She really gave her best performance last week, and I really wouldn't be surprised if she win. Because I think I would love it to see her win, and I think Heidi's been such a great mentor to her. I think she's just fantastic, and but I think I was kind of changing again. Like, this is a very hard list to put on, but we shall definitely see who I think. Oh, excuse me. But yeah, I think maybe Sophie Dossie can definitely make it to the top two or top three. But for now, I'm putting out fourth place just to be on the safe side. Now, who I think will get third place. So, third place, I really do not like putting this act at number three. I mean, I understand I have to, but just purely my opinion. It's because it is one of my favorite acts ever to be on AGT, and one of the best acts ever to grace AGT, and probably one of the best acts I've ever witnessed on AGT. You know who I think will be at third, and I'm sure you know who I'm talking about. So I think who I think will get third place will be the Ramadani brothers. To be honest with you, I out of all the acts I've seen on AGT, the Ramadani brothers are an act I have wanted to win. I've never wanted to see win more badly than them because, like, I've said this so many times, and I'm going to say this again. They are an act not only worthy of $1 million, not only worthy of being a headline show in Vegas, but this act deserves to tour around the world. To me, it's such an exciting, dangerous, it leaves you on the edge of your seat type act, and they are just absolutely out of this world. They're, in my opinion, it's something I've never seen. I've seen balancing acts, but not like with someone on top of their head going backwards and forwards, front, side to side with a ladder, and going up a flipping ladder with blindfold on your eyes. Like, it takes such dedication for the Ramadani brothers to do something like that, and I would absolutely love to see them win. I would love to see them win the show. They've so deserved to win. But I'm thinking, yeah, for my next two contestants, I'll get to in a minute. Who I think are most likely going to be the top two. But I think if the Ramadan brothers do win, I don't think I would be more than happy if they are, because they are just a fantastic act, and I do hope they win. But for now, I'm saying they're going to get third, in my opinion. So we're now down to the top two of Pac Drumline and Musa Mofa. Now, before who I think is going to be in the top two, this is what I've been saying for like the past, the past 2 weeks when all the 10 finalists came in, were like revealed. So who I honestly think that it's going to be either these two. I was thinking, but I've been saying that the Pac Drumline and Musa Mofa could be the top two, because looking at Musa is clearly the fan favourite, in my opinion, to win. The audience were chanting his name after his semi-final performance when he got the golden buzzer from Simon, and of course he got the golden buzzer on BGT as a group, and he made it to the final and got fifth, which, to be honest with you, I still think he should have won BGT. I'm telling you, he absolutely should have won BGT. It's just, I was shocked that he didn't win. Like, there's no disrespect to Big Event, of course, but still. But, and so Musa's clearly the fan favorite, I think, and as I said, he's clearly the favorite, I think, right now. While the Pac Drumline, they kind of get built up as the dark horse or the underdog to potentially shock us all and win. And Simon said that in the beginning at their audition for Fantasy League in week 3, I believe. He said, "I think you can shock us all. You could pretend." He said, "I think you could potentially shock us all and win this whole thing." And although I definitely think it's possible, like, because they're getting the underdog edit, similar to Adrian Hurricane, but from season 18, never in my wildest dreams would I have thought that Adrian Hurricane would be in the final and let alone win, because it's just so unexpected. Because I kind of forgot about their audition, and then they just kind of like, but yeah, I definitely think that it's going to be really between. But who I think will get second place, this is my personal opinion, and that I think will be the Pac Drumline. Like I said, they've been really getting the underdog edit and the dark horse. They and I love this type. Because probably be a favoritism here, but I actually used to play the drums. I still play the drums, but the drum kit. I wanted the drum kit for Christmas, and it's no longer here. But I used to love playing the drums, and I love playing the drum kit. And it's just like, and it's an act. I know not many people will be fond of it, but for me, it's such a good act, and it really reminds me of the Super Bowl. Like, seeing this kind of act in the Super Bowl would be something fantastic. And it's just, they're just such a cool act. And I was shocked they didn't get to the finals on BGT lot on season 17. But and it was pretty hard because the talent that year was unbelievable. Like the finalists that year, Avery Dixon, Sarah James, Drake Milligan, Myers, Nicholas Ribbs, Metaphysics, like all these great acts made to the final for a reason. And that year, so to pick a winner out of them was just so tough. And I honestly wish it was one of the best ones I think they had. But I would love to have seen the Pack Drumline make it. But I do think they'll get second place because of Musa being kind of the fan favourite in a way. So I think they'll place here. And finally, like I've said about that, like I said already in this video a few times, who I think the winner of America's Got Talent Fantasy League will be Musa Mofa. I just like if after his BGT run, when I first found out he was going to be on Fantasy League, I was just so excited because I love Musa Mofa. I love this guy, such a lovely guy, and I'm so happy he did BGT and he got the golden buzzer, and I did text him after the semi-finals. I sent him a message somewhere saying I really hope you win, and he did respond saying thank you very much with a heart, and Musa, honestly, he just brings a tear to my eyes every time I watch his performances, and it's just so moving. Like, see how far he's came. It's just something really, really beautiful to see, and I just love this guy. I love Musa Mofa. I just think, in my opinion, I think he's one of the best overall contestants to grace AGT or not AGT Got Talent worldwide, in my opinion. So he's just such an inspiration, such a nice guy, just all around great person, and to see him win would be amazing because I really do hope he wins after, and I definitely think that the Shadu ones will definitely root behind him, and I just hope he wins because he has deserved it all series long, and I got my fingers crossed that he takes the win. So that is it for this video of AGT. My predictions for AGT Fantasy League Finals. Who do you think is going to win in tomorrow's results? Let me know in the comment section below if you can, because the talent. Looking at this talent, is really hard to pick a winner in my opinion. So but I really am hoping that Musa Mofa wins this Fantasy League because if I had to choose who I think will win, yeah, I'm pretty sure it's going to be either the Pack Drumline or Musa Mofa. Because Musa being the fan favourite and the Pack Drumline being the dark horse and the underdog act of the competition. So, but we'll see what happens tomorrow night. So, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please like and subscribe with post notifications turned on, and I'll see you guys next time.